Hi, Brian. Ivan here. Congrats to those who are shortlisted for your EAE application. Right now, we are moving on to the aptitude test as well as the portfolio submission stage. Right. So in this video, I want to walk through with you how to create an outstanding portfolio, right? Because no one has taught you that before. And I hope that that can help you to move on to the last stage, which is the interview round, and ultimately, right, getting you into your dream polytechnic course. So over here, I've prepared an example of a portfolio, right? Hopefully you can gain some inspiration from. Please do not copy wholesale, right? Your portfolio should consist of the things that you have done before, right? And that is who you are, right? It doesn't make sense if you copy from your friends, copy from my templates, right? It doesn't make sense at all. Okay, so what should you do, right, to create a portfolio? Very simple. You can create it on a PowerPoint slide, a Canva document, maybe a Google Slides, or some of you want to create on a website, right? Like Wix. That's perfectly fine. Okay, it's up to you. Now, let's keep it simple over here, because the most important thing is not the medium, but it is the content, right? The substance of the portfolio. So first and foremost, right, I have an example of a student. This is a portfolio for psychology studies. Okay, so you can see over here, what should be included in the portfolio? Very simply, a summary, experiences, leadership roles and takeaways, CCA records, and all the awards, certificates, and testimonials. Now, out of all of these things, now what do you think is the most important component? Okay, you can start point over here. Now, from my experience, when I see students creating portfolio, many of you emphasize on the CCAs, right? Because that's something that you are confident with. Oh, I'm the vice president of the student council, I'm the captain of the basketball, and that is the first thing that you show. But from my recommendation, that should be placed at the back, because this is an EAE application, right? This is not Eagles Award, this is not a character award, right? This is an EAE application, which means that me, from the point of view as a lecturer or assessor from the polytechnic, I want to see, do you deserve to be part of my course, right? Have you showcased enough substance, skill sets, knowledge, passion, right, for me to choose you and pick you, right? Move on to the next stage and eventually getting selected, right? Because the competition is so tough, right? But me, let's say I'm a course, I only have a couple of slots. So let's say I only have 10 slots. I'm not going to just randomly choose these 10 students, right? These 10 students should be the top-notch, the best 10 out of the pool of candidates, right? So the question to you is, based on whatever you have done, do you think you are the top 10 students to be selected? If the answer is no, then you need to brush up on it, all the things in the next couple of days, right? Before you go for your interview, before you submit your portfolio. Okay, so I repeat again, course-related experience is the most important, because that is where you showcase the things that you have done, right? To substantiate that, hey, please choose me, right? I deserve to be part of the course. So you can see over here, this student start off with an overview, right? Her aspirations and what she want to pursue. So the question here comes, right, is, Dylan, I don't have a lot of course-related experience, right? For those that have, you have your own, job internship experience, a competition, perfect. You already know what to do. Right now, I want to focus and help those that have really nothing. So this is an example of a student that don't have a lot of things, but you can see how she find ways to show her interests. So an example is she took a psychology course, right, online, right, abnormal psychology, social psychology courses by this university. And in my EA events, I've mentioned that, hey, you can easily take up a course online. Could it be edX? It could be Coursera, it could be Forage, where you can get maybe a certificate and showcase that, hey, this is what I've done. So you can see that she stepped out, right, the course modules and the quiz results, right? These are the things that she has completed, right? And in my opinion, right, as you look at this, the impression that you get is, wow, that's quite sick, right? From a 16-year-old point of view, this student has really done so much, right, outside of academics to work on her interests. Let's continue. You can see that as she's taking through learning the course modules and the lectures, right, she written her own research journal, her own learnings, right, and documented down, right? So this is a course notes, and then she put it in. Next, from the lecture videos, right, she screenshot some of the things that she has learned, okay? And then after that, learning points from DSM-5, which is a medical book, a textbook for psychologists, right? Then research then she created these mini slides, ADHD, behavioral therapy, treatments, how to support those with ADHD, right? And then she co-founded a volunteering project, right, with her friends. And then she, these are the things that she has done, right, to spread the love, to spread the encouragement and the motivation, and to share support for teenagers like herself. Okay, so you can see, how do you know that the portfolio is impressive and outstanding? Very simple. As me as an assessor, I don't have 10, 20 minutes to look through your portfolio. I only have a 10 seconds time frame. As I'm scrolling through, I'm not going to read word by word, but instead, you can see at this speed, right? Let's say I'm just scrolling through, right? What are the words that come out and surface in my head? You all can do the same thing. As we are scrolling through her portfolio, what are the words that surface in your head, right? If the words that comes out is, wow, that's impressive. Wow, she did so much. at the age of 16-year-old, wow, outside of academics, right, she still did, all these different things, experiences, right, course-related journals, lecture notes, right, etc. If these are the things that comes out, that is impressive. But as you scroll, you're like, I don't only, any student also can do that, right? If that is the feeling that you get, then you know that you have things to work on. You get the idea? Okay, so is this the best portfolio? Obviously not, because there are other students, right, which maybe they interned with a psychologist before, right? They have some real life experience, they have been with a counselor, or maybe they have been to, different attachment projects, then that is way above this level. But is this good enough for a student that doesn't have any really experience or the privilege, and then she did her best outside of her studies, to showcase her knowledge, her passion? The answer is yes. Right, so this is something that we should all strive for as you are creating your portfolio. Everyone clear? Okay, so this is the bare minimum standard, and then we should aim to, fight this and go beyond whatever that I've showed all of you, right? And it could be on different mediums. So remember, it's always about the substance, and do not copy wholesale. Whatever that I share over here is always based on your write-up, right? Because your write-up showcase your passion, your interest, right, and your backstory. So based on those, you research upon, right, what you want to work on, what you want to contribute, what's the value, what's the things that you're curious about, then you add and beef those things up. All right, so that's it for our portfolio stage. This Saturday, I'm going to do an interview webinar for all of you, right? Because the next stage is going to be the interview segment, and I want to help all of you, right, as much as possible. And every year, right, I want to help 100 students enter your EAE Dream course. So this Saturday, I'll send a Google link or the Zoom link for the Saturday event. Please come, because I'm going to share with you and dissect, how you can stand a high chance of gaining, separating yourself from the rest of your competitors. How can you stand out? And most importantly, how can you charm the interviewers, what questions to ask, what questions to prepare for? These are things that we want to make sure that you are well prepared before you go for your interview. All right, so I see you this Saturday. Catch you there. Sign up link will be out tomorrow night. Okay, take care, everyone. 加油, all the best.